All right, folks, what is going on? Back with another video. It is Friday and it is beautiful out here after it being a rainy day. I am in another state today, so that does help a little bit, but the weather is beautiful. It is nice, and hopefully the weekend will be the same. If you guys are doing something this weekend, just try to be safe and have fun and just enjoy yourself. Shout out to everybody who came to the live last night. You know, it was a sub appreciation stream, and I was having fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Seemed like the chat was enjoying themselves. I really appreciate you guys, and we're going to continue to try to build this small community into something full of gamers, people who want to have fun and play games and talk about games. We're all here for it. With that being said, man, I got something else on my mind when it regards to Xbox, and give you my thoughts and opinions on what I think is going to go forward. Should you invest? Should you believe? Should you wait and see what Xbox is going to do? Personally, I don't think you should, but maybe they could be onto something. I've seen a lot of people that didn't wait and see approach, and I also seen some people actually say that they love the ecosystem of Xbox and they're going to keep it moving. Now, I know Xbox has not been the best when it comes to actual games and service and all this other stuff. I mean, their prices are out of pocket, to be honest. But actually, when you look at the service, it's not that bad. It's mostly just the actual price. And when you look at the ecosystem, if you are on Xbox, if you are, tethered to your PC or whatever the case may be, you're probably in a good space, all things considered, because Xbox and PC cloud gaming or cloud saves, jumping back and forth to each and every device, even on your phone, because they do have that as well. It is a very convenient service. And looking at what they're trying to do going forward, they say that they're going to still be committed to consoles and all this stuff, but I really don't believe them. I think they're just going to continue to push what they've been pushing. I would really be surprised if they go back to the traditional consoles situation. Now, what does that mean? If you are in that ecosystem and you really enjoy it, I do recommend you staying there. I don't think you're going to be in a situation where that you're going to have a bad experience with Xbox. I do believe they need to do a little bit better with their pricing or give you a little bit more value for the price. But all things considered, it's not that bad of a service. I just think that the pricing kind of diminished, the perception of it. If you are thinking about getting into Xbox, if you have a PC, I think that'd probably be the best route to go. I don't think it's really viable to go pick up a console when it comes to Xbox. That's just me. There are a few games, because I do want another Xbox console, but there are like 3 games that are on that platform where I could be like, yeah, that's what I want it for. And I've said this in other videos, like Halo 5, Forza 5, Forza 6. Those are like the 3 games that I want to continue to play on the Xbox platform that I cannot play anywhere else. As far as all the other games, you can get those on PC, you can get those on other platforms in some cases, and it's just, yeah. But as far as the company goes, I am very wary of what they're trying to do. I don't know what this new president, CEO, or the head of Xbox is trying to do. I don't like with the direction that it's going. Some people saying that this could be the end of Xbox as a brand, and I'm kind of feeling that way. And with the console situation, I already know how I feel about the consoles. It's like, I don't know where Xbox is going with that. And we could be looking at a situation where there could be the end of consoles in general. But I look at the service itself. If you're a person that don't really mind playing games digitally or being under a subscription service, it might be, I ain't gonna say it might be, it's probably still the best route to be in when it comes to Xbox. Like for me, I do play some games on the Xbox client on PC. I've bought games off the Xbox client on PC, and all in all, the service and the actual client is pretty solid. It's not that bad. And I noticed this, like when I was reading my comments in other videos, some people are actually saying like, hey, I'm good where I'm at. I don't have an issue with it. Now, the $30 a month, I'm not really sure if that's viable for me. That's why I never went back, even though I thought about it. And I just feel like, look, if I want to play on PC Game Pass, to be honest, if you're a PC gamer, that's probably like the best. That's like the best deal right now in gaming. Because even though Xbox raised their prices on everything else, the PC Game Pass is still a really good look. You still get games day one. You can play them on your PC. You don't necessarily have to own them. That may be the actual avenue if you're in that space. Now, I like to own my games, digital or physical. I still like to own them. But if, the Game Pass side of things on PC is a little enticing if I don't want to buy a game right away. And if I really do like the game, I will buy the game, and support the developers. But I just look at it from a standpoint where I'm willing to give Xbox the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like 30% of that. The 70% is like, yo, I don't like where this is going. This is looking pretty bad, and I'm really worried about Xbox, to be honest. But I do have to be a little bit honest. Well, I ain't gonna say a little bit. I just have to be honest and say, like, you know what? You can get some value out of Xbox, even if you're on console and you jump back and forth to PC, or if you're just on PC. There's something there. But I just feel like the direction that they're going, it may not be viable to hang on to that. The ecosystem is there and it's pretty solid, but I'm not really 100% on board with that. I am planning on getting another Xbox. I do want to get another Xbox One or Series, just for the 3 games I did mention, Forza 5, Forza 6, and Halo 5. I do want to play those games, and I'm really leaning to, I would say I've seen some places, and I said this before as well, there's some people that are trying to get rid of their Xboxes. I'm not a big fan of Facebook Marketplace, but I've seen some Xbox Ones for like $50, $70, $40. And these are the old ones. So I can still play those games on that old device. And it'd probably be just viable for me to, buy that, get those 3 games, which I do have Forza 5 and 6 in my Xbox library digitally. I can just go find a Halo 5 for like $14. And for less than $70, I can get back in the ecosystem and play that. And anything that I need an Xbox Series for, I can play those on my PC. That's if I want to go that route. Like I said, I do have some games I do buy on the Xbox client. But I'm just looking at this whole thing is like, I want to support the gaming, industry. I want to support all of this. But what Xbox has got going on really make you not want to be a part of that. But if you are a part of it, it really is not that bad of a deal. It's just that the future Xbox is very dire, and we don't know where it's going. So, for you guys that are on Xbox, I do believe that you have something there still after all of that, and some people still want to hang on and stick with it, and it's not a bad look. They're still in a good spot, regardless. Gaming how you want to game and wherever you want to go does work out at the end of the day. So, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I got to get back on this road. And, I'll see you guys later. You guys come through, and we'll talk on the channel. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'll be out. Peace.